Well, it looks like we've got another ship off to the scrapyard. Welcome back, everyone. If you're new to this channel, my name is Brandon. If you like cruise news, cruise vlogs, and ship tours, make sure you click that subscribe button down below and ding the notification bell to be up to date on what's going on in the cruise industry. So like I said, unfortunately, it looks like we've got another ship off to the scrapyard. This one isn't Carnival per se, although it is a former Carnival ship. It looks like we've got the former Carnival Celebration is sadly off to the scrapyards. Now she's going to be off to a different scrapyard than the Fantasy and the Inspiration and the other ships. Those are all in Turkey. It looks like Celebration's going to head over to a scrapyard over in India. And this scrapyard is actually, I believe, the same scrapyard that scrapped her sister ship, Jubilee, just a few years ago. Bahamas Paradise Line came out and said, no, we're not planning on selling the ship. But then just a few days later, we had the tracker update to where she's showing she's going to head off to India, where the scrapyard is. So kind of seems like what Carnival did to us just a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago with the Fantasy and the Inspiration is like not really giving us a lot of information, but then all of a sudden the tracker shows that they're going there and then they end up there. That unfortunately seems like it's going to be the case for Celebration. And if this does come out to be true, Bahamas Paradise Line still has one more ship. They just recently acquired the Costa Classica from Costa Cruises. She is now under the name of Grand Classica. So before all the shutdown started, they did operate those two ships, the Grand Celebration and the Grand Classica. So if it does come out to be true that the Grand Celebration is going to be scrapped, they still do have at least one more ship to operate whenever this is all over. So a little bit of background about the Celebration. She was built in 1986 in a Swedish shipyard, and she served Carnival Cruise Line until 2008, where she underwent a refurbishment to go into one of Carnival's joint venture cruise lines. And then she's also going to head over to Costa after a little bit. And actually, a really interesting fact is that Carnival Celebration was pretty much all painted and ready to go for Costa Cruise Line. And then right before she entered service, she was sold off to Bahamas Paradise Line. So even though she had everything ready to go, there's actually photos of her, like you see right here. She was ready to go for Costa Cruises. She was all painted for Costa Cruises, but she never took any passengers as a Costa ship. She went right over to Bahamas Paradise Line and became the Grand Celebration. And ever since then, she's been sailing with Bahamas Paradise Lines up until now. Celebration was the third of the three Holiday class ships. We had the Holiday and the Jubilee and then the Celebration. Celebration was the last of three ships in the Holiday class. We had the Holiday come first, Jubilee, and then the Celebration. After the expected scrapping of Celebration, Holiday will be the last remaining in that class. Jubilee was under the name Henna for HNA Cruises, which is just a really small Asian cruise line. They actually went bankrupt shortly after Jubilee joined the fleet, so Jubilee was unfortunately scrapped just a few years ago. And then now we're going to see her sister Celebration be scrapped as well. As far as the Holiday, her future was up in the air. No one really knew just a few weeks ago, but because CMV was placed into administration, they were pretty much forced to auction off all of their ships, so we really didn't know what was going to happen to Holiday. But just a few days ago, we did learn that Sea Jets purchased former Carnival Holiday, or what was currently known as the CMV Magellan. That was purchased by Sea Jets in the auction, so she's got a little bit of life left in her, hopefully. The amount of ships that Sea Jets has been buying over the last few months during this whole shutdown is really strange. It's like they're definitely trying to enter into the cruise market. They were just a small ferry company when this all started, and now they're buying several different ships. And I think they've bought multiple ships from Carnival Corporation at this point. So definitely keep your eye out on Sea Jets. It's definitely going to be more of a European line at first, at least, but it's very strange or very weird to see a small company like that nobody ever knew is now becoming a name just because they're buying so many ships right now off of these large corporations. But anyways, back on the topic of Celebration, this is really unfortunate, and Bahamas Paradise Line did technically say she's not going to be sold for scrap, but it looks like she is, again, kind of like what Carnival did with the Fantasy ships. So we'll have to wait and see. It does look like, according to the trackers, that she is on her way over to the shipyard in India. This is really unfortunate because I was really looking forward to seeing Grand Celebration, or, of course, the former Carnival Celebration as the Grand Celebration, be alongside the all-new Celebration for Carnival Cruise Line that's coming in 2022, the large XL class ship that's the sister to the Mardi Gras. I was really hoping those two ships would get to be alongside each other and meet up at least once, because that sounds like it'd be really, really cool seeing the original next to the brand new one. Unfortunately, we couldn't see that with the Mardi Gras, of course, because the Mardi Gras was scrapped very, very long ago. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Carnival Celebration or the former Carnival Celebration. And did you ever sail on? Did you ever sail in her with Bahamas Paradise Line, or have you sailed with Bahamas Paradise Line in general? Actually, the very first time I was ever in Freeport, Bahamas, I actually did see the Carnival Celebration as a Carnival ship in Freeport, Bahamas. So that was really cool to see her. That was the only time I ever saw her. Let me know if you have any memories of Carnival Celebration down below. Are you excited for the new one coming up? And anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you thought it was very informative, and if you liked today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you don't already, if you want to stay up to date on what's going on in the cruise industry. And with that being said, my name is Brandon, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.